Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. So today our topic is the pinpricks of material existence. हिंदी में बोले तो भौतिक जगत में हमको कांटे का टक्कर लेना पड़ता है. So very nice topic, and actually I want to review the Kashmir file. Recently one movie is released, and either this movie is a fact or fantasy. As I am traveling since last 11 years in different states of India, what is my realizations, what I felt when I meet the people, specifically Mohammedans and Christians. So that will also we discuss. And one more thing I want to tell about the prayer day. So this is actually I checked in Bedabes. Just I put the word files. So I found one verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is Madhya 15 chapter and 41 verse. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is requesting Advaita Acharya. So the Bengali verse is like this: Acharya re agya dila koriya saman, a chandala adi Krishna bhakti dino dan. Acharya re agya dila. Agya dila means Mahaprabhu order. His order is that Korea Saman with great respect. A Chandala, even to the lowest of men, known as the Chandala, Adi Krishna Bhakti Diodan. Said Krishna Bhakti, Krishna consciousness or devotional service to Lord Krishna. Diodan, give charity. The translation is here. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya give Krishna consciousness or devotion to Krishna even to the lowest of men, Chandalas. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered to all his devotees, Krishna Bhakti, a devotion to Krishna is open to everyone, even low class men like Chandalas. One should follow this order in the disciplic succession stemming from Sri Advaita and Nityananda Prabhu, and distribute Krishna consciousness without discrimination throughout the world. There are different kinds of men, beginning with the Brahmana and going down to the lowest man platform known as Chandala. Whatever one's position, everyone in this age of Kali needs to be enlightened in Krishna consciousness. That is the greatest need of the day. Everyone who is actually feeling the pangs of material existence. Even in the ranks and files of American Senate, the pinpricks of material existence are felt. So much so that April 30, 1974 was actually set aside as prayer day. Thus everyone is feeling the resultant pinpricks of Kali Yuga brought about human societies indulging in illicit sex, meat eating, gambling and intoxication. Now is the time for the members of International Society for Krishna Consciousness to distribute Krishna Bhakti all over the world and thus follow the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord has ordered everyone to become a guru. Amar Agya Guru Hoya Tarei Des. Everyone in every town and village should be enlightened by instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna consciousness should be distributed to everyone indiscriminately. In this way, the entire world will be peaceful and happy, and everyone will glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his desires. So the word Chandala actually refers to a dog eater who is considered the lowest of men. Even Chandalas can be enlightened in Krishna consciousness due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's benedictions. Krishna Bhakti is not the monopoly of a certain caste. Everyone is eligible to receive this great benediction given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So everyone should be given a chance to receive it and be happy. So the word dana, meaning charity, is also significant in this verse. Whoever engages in the distribution of Krishna consciousness is a charitable person. Professional men recite Srimad Bhagavatam and discuss Krishna Bhakti for an exchange for money. They cannot distribute such exalted transcendental property to everyone and anyone. Only pure devotees who have no motive other than serving Krishna can give such transcendentally valuable benedictions out of charity. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakhur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesh Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So, this verse we read from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving instruction to Advaita Acharya that Achandala Adi Krishna Bhakti Diyodan. Krishna Bhakti Diyodan. Prabhupada says, Dan means charity. So the best charity is to give Krishna consciousness to others. To give Krishna consciousness to others. So one should give charity, ya dan, ya donation, to the devotees of the Lord, those who propagating the Krishna consciousness activities in all over the world. That is called in the mood of goodness. One should give charity. Sometimes message comes in our WhatsApp group, in our WhatsApp. So a person is suffering from cancer, they are suffering from any disease, and kindly give donation, start from 1 rupees to your capacity, like that. So whether we should give donation or not. So if you feel something like, if there is a person who is a really, that person needs your help, and in latter that person will somehow take Krishna consciousness. So that's good to give charity. Otherwise, so-called charity, donations to the materialistic people is not so much helpful. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, even if to the Chandalas. Who is Chandala? Chandala means who is a dog eater. Dog eater means meat eaters. They are called Chandala. Chandala means they are called outcast. Generally in our Vedic culture, there is 4 Varna: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarnam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasaha tan akartaram vidhimam Kartaram api abhyayam. Krishna says, so this 4 class is set up by me. So Krishna already, he gave this, set up it. Maya Srishtam, Guna Karma, according to their qualities and activities. There is no such mentions about birth. So the different types of people are there, like the Brahmanas and the lowest platform like Chandala. Whatever one's position, everyone in this age Kali needs to be enlightened by Krishna consciousness. Yes, needs to. There is a need. So for that need, we travel different places, different parts of India, and because our movement is spread all over the world. If you will go to different countries also, you will find the devotees. So for that purpose, I also travel. I have traveled. So recently, some of the opposition leaders in India, they say, they are telling that there is a movie, this Kashmir, Pandit's exodus from the valley of Kashmir in 90s. So the opposition leaders, they say that this is a bad propaganda. There is no such thing. Kashmir Pandits left the valley, Kashmir valley, for the search of job in other parts of India. No one was going to threaten them. No one was telling them to go out. They, out their own will, they left the valley. So it is now the version of the opposition leaders. So these leaders, andha yatha andha upagiyamana. So these leaders, I don't think that whether they are traveling, they are meeting the non-Hindus, non-Sanatanis. I don't think, but they are doing their politics just to appease, please the minorities, the certain groups of people. Yes, they are trying to do that. वो करना चाहते हैं. But as my personal experience, I am telling all of you, some of the Muslims, they were very, because we talk about Krishna consciousness, we practice, we don't disturb them. Like, we are not like showmen. We genuinely preach. So they appreciate. Once I was traveling in train, so I was coming from Chhattisgarh to Mumbai. So in that train, in that special bogie, so the whole day, I think it was for 24 hours, journey was there. So when I was going to the toilet and coming back to my seat, so 2-3 times it happened. So one very old Muslim person, so he was looking, he was giving slaps, he was smiling when he saw me. So I thought this person wants to talk with me. Then I started to talk, how are you? Where are you going? Like that, general, thoda bahut baatchit hua. Then that person starts to crying. So I said, why you are crying? Then he said that I actually watch your programs in TV, because I think he had a TV at home. So you people start distributing prasadam, food. In your temples, the devotees were dancing. So he was sharing his realization. Then I said, why you are crying? What is the reason? Then he said that recently, because that was I think 2014, there was a rally by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Patna. There was a bomb blast. Bomb blast हुआ था. So in that bomb blast, the accused, those who are the preparators, so they found the Muslims. Yes, Muslims. So that person was telling me, so 2 boys from his village arrested. Now they are accused for that bombing. So that's why he was crying. So yes, it is my personal, it is true that I met him. Then he said his. So many non Sanatanis, they also appreciate our activities. But most of the students, most of the people from that community, they don't appreciate. They say that, oh, Hindus are kafirs. Hindus are kafirs. ये लोग काफिर लोग हैं. So once I was preaching in Telangana. So 4 or 5 Muslim students came, and there was one prophet, their Maulana also was with them. So I was approaching them to take the Bhagavad Gita in Urdu language. So the students, they said that, this world is created by Allah. Well, yes, of course, He created this earth, because it is mentioned in Quran and the Bible. But I said also in Bhagavad Gita, this is mentioned. Parastasmastu bhava vyakta avyakta sanatana. So this world is aparasakti, designed by the Lord. So I was talking, and then I was telling to the Maulana, so why you don't teach them about the significance of the Vedic literatures, how the Vedic literatures are so old. Recently this has come up like Mohammedanism, Abrahamic religion. But that Maulana, he himself does not know the things. So these peoples, although they have a separatist idea always, some few are there, they want to be, because they are minority, that's why they say that yes, we want to live with the Sanatanis. But when they become majority, it is a fact. It is a fact. If you look for the Christians, so I was doing program in schools. So we were doing Gita campaign. So in one city, I got the permission from all the schools, all the Hindu schools. They gave us permission. But at the end, at the last, I went to one Christian school. So in the Christian school, so I was explaining to the principal, she was a nun, that we are campaigning, we are doing this value exam based on value education. So please allow, because 70% questions from Bhagavad Gita and 30% from general knowledge. So I was trying to convince her that yes, so our books, because 90% students from the Hindu community, so please allow them to give the exam. This is an open exam. But that, principal, the nun, she declined. She said, no, we cannot allow, because we have our own syllabus on value education. Then I asked her, do you teach Bhagavad Gita? Then she said, no, we don't teach Bhagavad Gita. But they have compulsory classes on Bible. And these children's, Hindus are very proud, popped up. They are sending their children to the such schools where the children are learning their syllabuses, at the same time Bible also. But when the question comes about Bhagavad Gita, they don't have any idea. So why am I telling all this? Because it will make a awareness amongst you that what these peoples are doing. But Srila Prabhupada, when he preached in all over the world, he never preached on the basis of, like, I am a Sanatani means you have to worship the Lord. No, not like that. He preached to the intelligent class people, and the based on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, where the soul existence is explained, soul is there. Like, so this is needed. Krishna consciousness. We should enlighten people. So that is the greatest need of this day, because everyone is feeling the pangs of material existence. Yes. Hari Hari bifale janama ganainu. Manusya janama paya. Radha Krishna na bhajiya. Janiya suniya biswagai. In this material existence, we are suffering. Even Srila Prabhupada writes here, even the ranks and files of American Senate, the pinpricks of material existence are felt. Yes. Even in the Senate. Even the Senate. What is the material existence? Pangs of material existence. Kesada api as deha. In this material world, all the living entities are suffering. Yes, हम लोग सब suffering कर रहे हैं. So sometimes, we feel that we are happy, we are fine, we are in good situation, but on the other moment, we feel immediately there is some suffering, there is some distress, unhappy situation. So now, yesterday I was checking, so there is so much heat. Even now, this is March, I think today is 42 degrees Celsius. इतनी सारी गर्मी है. So in the material existence means jivasya jivanam, means those who are powerful, they actually dominates the weaker section dominates. So in the sense, we can understand that if someone is powerful, Krishna has given you some power, potency, then what should we do in that power? We should protect, we should help others, we should extend our hands to help. Yes, extend our hands. So in Bhagavad Gita it says, Dhrutidrakyam juddhecha apalayanam. What is that? Then Dana damascha Ishwara bhavam. So these are Kshetra karmas mahavajam. A powerful person should give donations. He should be very determined. He should be competent, and should be also suchi, and he should not be fearful. Yesterday we were discussing the same point. A Kshatriya should go to the forest to learn how to protect the citizens by killing the animals. That is the training. So this is the material pangs. So that's why Srila Prabhupada writes, so that's why it is so much so that felt in April 30, 1974 was actually set aside as prayer day. So do you know there is a prayer day? Now we have so many days: Father's Day, Mother's Day, Independence Day, Republican Day, so many days. So what is the National Prayer, National Day of Prayer? So it is an annual day of observance and held on the first Thursday of May, designated by the United States Congress. So in this program, the circulation is to turn to God in prayer and meditation. To turn to God, भगवान की ओर चलिए. So you just see Mahaprabhu's order to Advaita Acharya same, the preach this message, help others to understand. Same way, United States of America also. So this is a proclamation each year, encouraging all Americans to pray on this day. Nowadays, all over the world, peoples are praying. All over the world, peoples are. So what to speak of one day? We do everyday prayers from morning 4:30 to evening. What is the prayer? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the prayer. So on this particular day, the people do fasting, prayer, and but this was also challenged by one of the party, Freedom from Religion Foundation. There is a NGO, a group of peoples, those who wants freedom from religion. So they actually challenged, yes, they challenged that, yes, we don't want to do this, but it is still going on. So Srila Prabhupada, here in the purport, he says that how, so they set it that there is prayer day. So as my viewer, those who watch my movie, watch my lectures, so it is my request to all of you that do prayer. Prayer has so much potency, so much, we can get blessings, prayer. So prayer, Krishna says in Gita, Satatam kirtayantu mam yajana pariyupasate. Tasam nitya abhiyuktanam yoga khyam bahamiham. Tesam satatam yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yanamam upayantite. Krishna says that those who think about me, those who always do prayers, so I give them that intelligence. So Krishna gives the intelligence. What type of intelligence? Good or bad? It is not good, not bad. It is above. So that intelligence, that by the help of that buddhi, you can approach the Lord and you can go to the spiritual world. So that is mentioned. So this is the resultant pinpricks of Kali Yuga, brought about by human societies indulging in sex life, meat eating, gambling and intoxication. Striya, Pana, Duty, Suna. Striya, Pana, Duty, Suna. These are the four things in Kali Yuga common. And people's, although without going to the schools and colleges or university, one may be very well educated on this four subject, but still nowadays we have this education, how to drink, how to eat meat. There are so many poultry farms, there is slaughterhouses, and they have the courses. They have the courses for that. So Srila Prabhupada says, this is the time for the members of International Society for Krishna Consciousness to distribute this Krishna Bhakti all over the world and thus follow the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So as suppose you are a student, you are a householder, you are a preacher, you are a traveling monk, if you are a professional man, whoever you are, आप कौन भी हो. So how you can do this? Because you have a busy schedule, you don't have time. So yesterday one Brahmin, he came to my stall and he is working in one lab, I think, yes, in one lab. So he was discussing with me that he is reading books, he is a member in, what is that, BHP, Hindu Parishad, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and like that. So when we were discussing, so one point I was telling to him, so we are missionaries. So generally I say that missionary means who has a mission, जिसका कोई mission है. If a person has a mission, then he can do something. Without mission, you cannot do anything. आप कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. You should have a mission. कृष्ण शक्ति बिना नहीं तार प्रवर्तन. What a missionary can do. Whatever my situation, my condition, if my situation comes that worst condition, in that condition also I can do something to help preaching, to propagate this mission to go ahead. Once Prabhupada asked to Giriraj Swami, Prabhupada said, Giriraj, when I will leave this world, will my movement continue? Will this movement will go on forward? Then Giriraj Swami said, yes, Prabhupada. Don't worry, chinta na kariya. Don't worry. Your movement will go on and it will be spread in everywhere. It will be, no one can stop it. Yes, no one can stop it. Yes, once his Guru Maharaj Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj said, no one can stop, and Giriraj Swami as his disciple says, no one can stop. And as his grand disciple, we should also say that no one can stop, it will go forward. Yes. So that's why, so this movement, it is very easy. It is not so very difficult. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Whomever you meet, whomever you talk, whomever you, means what I said, whomever you means share your relations, try to talk about Krishna's philosophy, Bhagavad Gita philosophy. Yes. So, Srila Prabhupada personally, he wrote so many books. He wrote articles and published in Back to Godhead magazines. And he go for discourse, giving lectures to others. And he empowered, he enthused his disciples to spread this knowledge. He inspired millions of people. Evam parampara praptam. In the disciplic succession, Srila Prabhupada, he did the best. And his disciples did the best. And his grand disciples also doing. So all the members in Krishna conscious movement, we all have this responsibility to preach this message. ये preach करना चाहिए. Yes, we should preach it. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Amar agya hoya." तार ए देश, जारे देखो तारे कहो कृष्ण उपदेश. So it should be distributed indiscriminately. We should not discriminate. हम ऐसा नहीं देखना चाहिए, or this person is from high class, this person is from low class. No. If we will distribute this, the entire world will be peaceful and happy, and everyone will glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A.B.S. Ghusu Tribhuvan. In the three world, this message will be broadcasted, and all peoples will be happy when they will take up the prayer. In Kali Yuga, the method of prayer is to chant congregationally, assembled one place, and try to glorify the Lord by chanting His holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even the Chandalas can be enlightened due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu benedictions. So, Krishna Bhakti is not monopoly of a certain caste. It is not a monopoly. Sometimes those who are Jata Goswais, those who are Brahmanis, upper class, because they are following the Smarta Vidhi. Smarta Vidhi means they follow the Karma Kanda section of Vedas, and they say we are superiors. Recently there was a version in history, the Aryans invasion. So that invasion was actually, there's a theory, and students in history, they read all these things. So these are bogus theories. We have our books, Sanskrit books. We have our own culture. It is actually from last millions of years ago. These things are exist. There is no such theory that is Stone Age. But these peoples were actually propagating this idea that they want the peoples to go away from religion, dharma. So this is not monopoly. This is for everybody. That's why we see this is truth everywhere. Our devotees are connected with us and they are practicing Krishna consciousness. So whoever engages in Krishna consciousness activities, and because they are distributing this knowledge, is a charitable person. Yesterday I was telling to our congregation devotees, there are monists, there are so-called sadhus, so-called saintly persons. They are roaming here and there, helping people to understand, take up spirituality. This type of swamis sometimes they deviate people from the path of Vedic culture. But okay, because they renounced from the materialistic life. Okay, good. But second category is people, those who are doing philanthropist activities, like so-called NGOs, social activists. So they, social activists, these people, okay, that's good, they are doing something for the society. But the devotees are surpassing all this, because the devotees are in reality, they are distributing, they are giving the charity to the people. So Prabhupada last in his purport he says, sometimes professional men also, they recite Srimad Bhagavatam and discuss Krishna Bhakti for an exchange of money. Yes. So yesterday one person, some Sonone, he came and he was telling that he wants to have a program at his home. घर में program उनको करना था. So our Jugal Prem Prabhu, he was trying to negotiating with him. They were discussing. So that person was telling, how much you have some fixed amount that we have to pay then you can come, then you will come to our home for program. The Guru Prabhupada said, no, we don't do that. If we are here nearby, if you will invite your home, we'll go do some kirtan. So those who are staying in Mumbai, if you are all hearing my lectures, so you can invite us to your home for the programs. So what we do in those programs, we do kirtan, we give a talk on Bhagavatam, then all free. Generally, if you are hearing my lectures, I never go for numbers. Maybe someone like or don't like, I don't consider all these things. My duty is to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. So because we are not professional men, so professional means to speak in a certain way, to do some joking, 4 minutes, 5 minutes lecture. No, not like that. Because as Srila Prabhupada says that even few numbers of people, those who hear, as Prabhuji you are hearing, so even one person hears it from the beginning to the end of this lecture, he will understand. He will take up Krishna consciousness in his life. So then that person can also help others to take up Krishna consciousness. Yes. So it is not like that the YouTube has a platform. So this platform has given us a good facility where this lecture can be stored and later one can watch it. Yes, बाद में कोई देख सकता भी. So here our point is, yes, exchange of money. So Srila Prabhupada once he said, if you are going for out, doing some program, then take the donations for the temple that they should give. Otherwise, they will be not serious to have the program. Yes, I have practically checked it that if someone has arranged, he has spent the money for the prasadam, he has invited many people, then that person is serious. He invited, he called everybody, please come, there is a program at our home. If there is no such thing, then if you are free, then 2-3 person will come and sit. So like that. So that's why sometimes the professional men, they also do that, but they cannot distribute such exalted transcendental property to everyone and anyone. So that's why Srila Prabhupada, he's under his instructions, under his guidance. So we the devotees go to different cities, every day meeting peoples, telling them about Krishna consciousness. Yes. So I am now giving the lecture from inside my vehicle. So every day we go out 4-5 hours per day to meet hundreds and thousands of people and tell them to take up Krishna consciousness. We invite them to come to the temple. And the evening time I give a lecture, someone home. And morning also, through online I give the lectures. So many people, in this way we have the program. Every day we have the program. It is not that, your lecture will be, scheduled for next Sunday, after 15 days, not like that. We have program for every day. Every day we have program. So that means this property of the Lord, which Lord has given to us, we can distribute it to everyone. Only pure devotees who have no motive other than serving Krishna can give such transcendentally valuable benediction out of charity. Who has no motive? So when I see the devotees there, because we have congregations, people joining with us from outside. So it will take time to understand them. It will take time to take up this process wholeheartedly. Yes, but now in the initial stage there, we recommend them to read, we recommend them to chant, we recommend them to come to the temple. That's good. So just in summarize, we discuss in the lecture that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he instructed to Advaita Acharya to preach this message Achandala, Krishna Bhakti Karoi Dan, Adi Diyo Dan. You give Krishna Bhakti to everybody. So we are also following the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, Acharyas. We are also doing the same thing. Second thing, so we also discuss about the prayer day, how there is a national prayer day, no? Everywhere they are doing prayer, doing meditation, fasting on that particular day, May past Thursday, I think, yes. So we discussed about that, turn to God, at least people should turn towards God in prayer and meditation. Yes, that's good. We discussed that point also, and another point we discussed that how the minorities like the non-Sanatanis, how they are, we should be very aware. We should be cautious aware of all these people, and in this way we should distribute this love of Krishna consciousness to everybody. So thank you very much for hearing this lecture, and those who hear the lectures later, also if you have some comments, question, you can ask to me. Thank you very much. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.